Hello. So, getting right back into it, we are going to be investigating the fascinating world of rock golems, one of the less intelligent creatures in the 8th, but perhaps they just might have something to teach us. Many people underestimate rock golems. They're as dumb as rocks. They leave their bodies behind when they die. What's more to learn? What more indeed? Welcome to the Rock Golem Annex. Definitely interested by this. Well, probably we should start easy, I think. Let's see. To kill a rock golem, simply strike it with your sword. However, the rock golem will leave behind a pile of rocks when killed. Simple enough. Rock golems will move diagonally towards you until they arrive in either the same row or the same column as you. If a rock golem cannot move where it would like to move, whether this is horizontal, vertical, or diagonal, it will stay in place. Oh, look at all the places we can go. Oh, I think I'll go right first. Bomb explosions will get rid of both live and dead golems. Ray guns might get rid of them too. See my first mistake of this level. And hold on. Let's check the explosion radius. It's always a nice, that's a real handy tool. I'm glad that they put that in there. And there you go. Simple enough. Where are we headed next? Oh, there's so many. There's so many places going all over the place. I'm gonna get lost. It's a good thing I have a map. This looks like there's like an island here. Neither live nor dead golems will pose an obstacle to Briar. Briar can grow right through both of them. And Briar hasn't really been covered. This is Briar. Basically, what happens when we let this stuff out? Okay. I like golems because they're pretty easy to manipulate. Like this. Simple, right? And we'll see. So here's how Briar works. If a Briar root is connected to the black Briar, withered Briar, it will be able to grow outwards, and every turn, one of these Briar growths, the red ones, will turn black. And if there are multiple roots connected to the same group of Briar, every root will turn one of these red growths black. When all of them are black, it grows. And when Briar grows, any any patch of Briar that is connected to empty space will turn red. So that means, notably, Briar that's next to a pit will be always red. So pits slow down Briars quite considerably. Whereas if they're in tight and closed spaces, they can sometimes grow very, very fast. Briars tend to be quite dangerous because of that. But they aren't the focus, of course. So I'm not sure how much of those we'll see. Tar. Tar stuff cannot grow over rock golems or rock piles. And let's see, tar stuff was covered in the tutorial, and it just breaks up into blobs that behave like roaches, and tar can only be stabbed on a flat edge. So that's what tar does. And tar mothers, every turn, every 30 turns, just like queen roaches, they'll grow all tar outwards. And if there's space to create a tar blob, it'll make that. Otherwise, it'll create tar babies instead. So let's see, what is this doing? I think let's just kill these guys and then we'll see what happens here. Oh, that's a cool sound. I don't remember hearing that all that much. I guess I haven't seen mothers in quite a while. So this... Ah, okay, okay. I see where we're going with this. So we want to block this off. Real simple, like. Oh, and if I hold on control, wait, that skips ahead 30 turns, which is a trick I learned actually relatively recently. There we go. And tar isn't considered an enemy, so it doesn't have to all be destroyed to clear the room, which is something that's useful to know. Adders can eat both live and dead golems. So yes, if that wasn't covered before, and I think I forgot to mention that, but adders can in fact eat other monsters. Although they don't actively attack them, it's just if they happen to run into them, they'll eat them up. So what's going on here? So we want something to hold this down. So, so I need to do something like something. I need to do something like something. Oops. Let me think. I'm probably overcomplicating this, but if we can... stab this one here, I think that should work. And yeah, there you go. And we can just stab this guy. Hey, come back here. I need to kill you. There you go. Simple enough. This is a curiously shaped map. Golems can be dropped off platforms and rafts, leaving nothing behind. We're ruthless that way. So rafts, basically you can see if I push against a raft, the entire raft moves. If the new location I would be pushing it to is entirely water. In fact, I think it can be blocked diagonally by land when I'm like that, yeah. So it has to be able to kind of, yeah, so you can kind of see how that works. And rafts can often be used to drop monsters into water. And then these rafts work the same way only over pits. I don't know what happens if you have a raft and you connect a pit directly to water, because, well, it doesn't really make any physical sense. So I don't think that any map I've ever seen has done that. And I don't think there's really any benefit to doing so. I guess unless you want to do something really weird with aquatic monsters and flying monsters, I don't know. Probably it's not a very good idea. So we kind of loop back to our original position, but we've still got things to do. Rock golems will turn into a pile of rock if they remain on a hot tile for 1 turn. So they will. And probably what I should do is... There we go. Easy peasy. And I think, unlike the weirder stuff, none of this is really new to me, I think. Evil eyes can see through golem piles. There may be a few things I'm not, specific interactions I'm not familiar with. But on the whole... I know I'm familiar pretty much with how golems tend to work. Let me see. No, because I can kind of... Okay. Yeah, I didn't really get stuck, I just got confused. And yeah, there we go. Nice and simple. Now we gotta, this is so non-linear. Gotta make sure not to miss any paths. Oh, hey, what's over here? Note, the following room teaches a concept that applies when the player roll can kill monsters by stepping on them, if the player is a goblin, slayer, or roach, etc. Okay. Weird. Turn into a goblin. Well, I'm a goblin. That's different. Rock golems are immune to a goblin, roach, slayer, or other player rolls step on monster attack. They must be killed by other means. Try to move into one of these rock golems and note that you cannot kill them by moving onto them, as you can for the roach at the top of the room. Weird. I know that your player roll can be changed into other things, but in practice that's not used very much. I know it's been done before, but offhand I can't think of where. I feel kind of bad for finding that funny. So once I kill a monster, all the other monsters turn hostile to me. When was that done before, being a goblin? I don't know. So that's pretty interesting. I wonder why golems are immune like that. You know, if you think that the game is complicated, just with playing as Beathro, I'm sure that you could add whole, entirely previously unknown layers of complication by being able to freely change what type of creature you are. Rock golems and their piles will block block Lich gazes. Try putting the rock golem on the sandy square. I will do that then. This is the sandy square. Yep, that does work. Nifty. And let's see. I think if we go up here, there's another path we can take. Let's see. Rock golems and golem piles, like all other ground-based creatures, can be destroyed by dropping any bridges they stand upon. That works alright. What's the mimic for then? The sword is flashing. Look at that. mimic sword kind of... It's like it can't decide whether it should be on top or on bottom of the pile. I feel like saving this mimic for some reason. I don't know, like maybe it should be a challenge or something. Can we save this one? I don't think that we can. Now that I've saved you, you are now useless. Yeah, okay. I don't actually like mimics very much. Let's check the map. Where can we go now? I think we've kind of cleared out this catwalk area. But there's still more rooms in this kind of simple section. This is a very expansive area. It's kind of funny how, despite the name Advanced Concepts, some of these rooms kind of cover, you know, interesting basics, and other ones get into, like, really weird and obscure behavior. Brain path maps will update so as to direct monsters around rock piles when the piles are created. So as a quick reminder, brains create shortest path maps that guide other monsters towards you. And brains have particular preferences about what they consider to be solid or not, which is not something I'm particularly well versed in. So I wouldn't have known whether rock golem piles would be considered solid or not. Apparently it doesn't consider ortho tiles, because just run up here and get stuck. And brain be gone. Shouldn't that whole platform have fallen because it's a bridge and it needs to be connected? I guess maybe it's connected to these. Let's see. Just as when unbrained, brained golems will not attempt to move anywhere else if their preferred square is blocked. Oh, that sounds complicated. Complex. So I guess they're really not that much smarter, are they? In fact, in some contexts, they could even be kind of dumber. Oh dear, is this a clock? No, wait, is that a good clock? Or is it a bad clock? I don't know. Wait, hold on. I gotta... Okay. So I have to stand on this because the golem needs to be free. But in order to do that, I have to, kind of trick it. It's a little harder to trick because it won't just run into, static obstacles like the water. So where can I get it to stand that it will be blocked? Very tricky. This. I think if I could get the golem, if I could not do that, if I could get the golem to be blocked like that. No, but it's at the wrong angle. I have the right idea though, but I need to do it at an angle where the laser is, not the laser exactly, but the omtlic gaze is passing through. Except that suddenly, once brained, they become a lot more difficult to manipulate. Maybe if... Okay. Now we wait. Except... then it'll kill me. So, no, it's not quite right. Okay, maybe I don't know how to solve this one. So let me think now. Now attempt to move anywhere else if their preferred square is blocked. Which means I think I need to block the golem. I need to block the golem on the square. Okay, there we go. So I got this. There we go. Unbraining. It is the brain drain. Anyway. I think we're pretty close to the end here. We've got maybe... This looks like... Oh, except this is a path. We actually have to go around. We have to take the long way. Then we can get out. Whoops. Or in. Both live rock golems and rock piles can hold down pressure plates, which I think would be fairly obvious. It's one of the most useful things about rock golems, when you get right down to it. Okay, maybe I should, before I go all willy-nilly, actually double check what both of these do. Oh, okay. So we gotta kind of trick it like that to standing on the buttons for us. Clever. Alright. Now we've got to take what we have learned and apply it in a exam of the material in the challenging application rooms. Oh goodness, there could be quite a few of these as well. I'm kind of curious. So I was right that there is kind of an island here. Where are we? Oh dear God, that's a lot of golems. And now that's a lot of dead golems. Okay. Evil eyes can see through. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I see where this is going now. Oh boy, do I ever. Okay, I guess we should make a habit of stepping carefully here. Oh, I wish I had one of those sight tokens. That would be especially useful right about now. I can't get enough of that sound. It seems so contemplative. It's like, I don't like you very much. I don't think this should be too hard. Evil eye rooms that allow you to move slowly and methodically tend to not be that difficult. This is the kind of room that I consider kind of a breather because it's really, unless you do that. Although I might get impatient and then do something that gets me killed. But hey, that makes it all the more exciting, right? Oh wait, there we go. see the density of evil eyes is increasing fairly rapidly. Did I say increasing? I meant decreasing. It's decreasing rapidly. It would be weird if I was stabbing evil eyes and their density was increasing. That would mean that the room would have to be shrinking or something. I guess that's not entirely out of the question when you're talking about golems. But, you know, I've never seen a room like that where it creates live golems purely to create walls. Immediately create walls of dead golems. That's kind of a new one. It's kind of funny. I guess they don't let you just spawn dead golem piles right off the bat, so you know, there you go. Okay, unless I've managed to get something messed up, I think I'm pretty much done here. So that wasn't so tough. And there's a tunnel leading downwards, but we can't reach it from this direction. So maybe we should go around. Check it out. Turn into... oh, we're a goblin again. We're re-goblined. It makes such a funny sound when I walk. Sorry, I don't get to be a goblin very often. Huh. And I'm controlling a Fagundo now. It's over here if you didn't spot it. I didn't spot it at first. Well, that was different. That was definitely different. Okay. Well, there you go. Now I am Beathrow again. How do you get turned into a goblin? Is it some kind of transmutation spell? And when would Beathrow ever apply this in real life? I guess if dungeon architects have transmutation spells, that is a problem to be aware of now. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So this. So that lets him out. And then what are we doing here? So presumably something's gonna have to get in there, and I'm guessing it'd probably be the snake. Because the golems can't get up in there. That's not their thing. But then it's not entirely clear what I should be doing. Do I have to go in there? I think I do. And then, oh, okay. I get what's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to form a contiguous wall so that the serpent won't get trapped and get killed. I think kinda gotta lead it a little bit. This is one disadvantage of golems, is that they can be a little hard to kind of slide along in the typical way that you might manipulate roaches. So let me think about this. So we need it to go here, which would be perfect along here. So can we? I think we could kind of. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. And then we step in here and completely mess up. That didn't really happen. That happened. And then a snake dies. Perfect. Excellent. See, this isn't so tough. are headed in yeah, this direction. See, I think my ability to outsmart a golem has been vastly underestimated. This is a speed potion. Always have good reasons to be excited about speed potions. Unless it's that one room. Okay. So what's going on here? So we need to blow up this brain. Except that happens. And then we can't blow up the brain then, so we need to form a path that the roach will follow such that it won't touch this button in time. Okay, this button in time. So we need to force it on this path. So let's see what path it takes naturally. It wants to take the shortest path to me, and it knows that it can only go through that way. So we're going to have to kind of lead it astray. We're gonna be kind of sculpting with golems in a very rapid and exciting kind of manner. So why don't first thing we do is just make a big ol' wall here. And the whole line will stop if I just stick my sword right here. That's awesome, guys. You can never quite make golems that brainy. Actually, it would probably be smart if we force it to do that. And then we kind of maybe made a wall like that. And then we could kind of, we can kind of get snuck up on by golems, which is a particularly embarrassing thing to get snuck up on by. So we kind of want to engineer their position. I wonder if this will be long enough. I think it will be. And if we... So the roach is going to be forced to go up and around, and then we can kind of just cut that off. Thank you, Golem, for noticing that architectural flaw. I think that might actually do it. Shall we run the numbers and see how it looks? Excellent. Oh no. But then the roach gets stupid. So we gotta okay, so it's gotta be the timing has gotta be a little bit more precise than that. So that's going to be slightly annoying. But then we kind of know that we might want to make it like a tube so we have a little bit more leeway. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we want to do. No. I think then that it's gonna be kind of like and then so it would travel up. It probably would have been easier if I'd done it the other way around. But oh well. So hold on. This bird, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 50, 41. 41 turns. So this one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. No. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. So I think it was like right there. So I can do that. So then I kind of gotta lead him around again and not die in the process, hopefully. And this is very it's very architectural in nature. And then I think what we would want to do is kind of force it down this. Hold on. And then, yeah, okay. I think that's right. Let me give this a shot. Yes! Perfect. Kind of. Not perfect. It's not really perfect. So I had the right idea. But one thing we need to do is lead the roach up to me. That's what I forgot. So remember, the roach is dumb now, so it follows the vertical preference rules. Or it... Oh, no, wait, I am overthinking this now. It let me out. So never mind. Ignore that part. I'll edit it out. No, I won't, because I don't know how. This is an example of me overthinking it. For some reason, I was kind of imagining that I was on a that I was on a... Oh dear. Okay. We've got a similar style of room here now. What's the difference? What is the difference? If there's gonna be one of these without a speed potion, I quit. The fuse is shorter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Well, that seems like it would make it easier, actually. So I think I'm gonna do what I did before. And this time, I'm going to shut off the bottom half, so that way it might be easier to lead the roach towards me. Oh, jeez, okay. Okay. Kinda messed that up. Obviously, I messed that up, or else I wouldn't have died. Messing things up does... A frequent result of that is being not surviving. Usually. I can't imagine a situation in which I didn't survive and I meant to do that. But I don't know. Maybe it's theoretically possible. I think I'm just gonna let that one go. I think, yeah, I'd want to do that anyway. So yeah, we're good. Okay. So this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, yeah, okay. I got a plan. I think this should work. I don't know why this is this, it seems like this is not any more difficult, and it seems kind of easier. I guess, the fun part will be when I figure out the caveat that makes it not easier, which I'm sure will be coming in time. That's always the thing, is that sometimes they will like to kind of mess with you in a way where it doesn't look like it's any more difficult, and then it's revealed to have some clever thing where it's okay. Let me try and do this from the other end, because I need to kill off some of these things. So the desired route we're gonna go for was something like that. So I think I would want to be killing off the golems like that. Yes. And then it would go around. And then we'd want to kind of shut this off too. think that should do it. But I guess we'll see. I don't think that this is going to be any more difficult. It's just kind of... they've given me a lot to do. Well, yeah, okay. That wasn't very hard. Okay, this is getting old. I'm on the fence now, but whether I want to skip this or not, because I'm guessing that you're kind of sick of watching me go through kind of the same level over and over again. I think, again, the only difference is the fuse length. But this one, it does seem longer, which is at least seems more difficult. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Okay, so that's 6 turns longer than the first one. Okay, you know what, I'll just go ahead and do it, because, you know, why not? And I think, if I can kind of, okay, I'll do what I did before. And then I'll kind of want to stretch it out a little bit more, if I can. And I think I should have gone the other way this time. I got out fine. Okay, so let's think about what path might be desirable for it to take. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 37, 38. Okay, so that's not nearly long enough. What we kind of want to do is something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. It's not quite enough either. I think what I might end up doing is, what if we had it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45. That's still not quite enough. Let's see. Could we go? Let me think. We want something that doesn't use up too many golems either. What if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not sure that would actually add any more turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1, 2, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. That should do it. Okay, I have a plan now. I don't know if I have enough golems to enact this plan, but I think that all of the best plans are done ad hoc without any knowledge of whether you have enough materials to do it or not. One thing is, of course, luring the golems to participate in my little scheme just the way I want them to. That doesn't involve killing me. Usually it doesn't. It also doesn't involve shutting me in. Can I get... I need to checkpoint more, apparently. Hold on. Let me see what I can do here. It's so hard to lead them to the corner because the brain doesn't think like that. It doesn't want to make moves like that. Let me think. So if we do it like this, like that, we can kind of keep them from kind of overflowing onto me. Shut up. And then, like... Then we kind of have a problem luring them into this position here. So maybe I should extend... Okay, I got something. And then we can kind of... No, we got the right idea, but it gets kind of fiddly manipulating them like this. I don't want them to stack up. So let me do a quick recount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So that should be just about enough. So what we need is to stop right here, okay? This kind of architectural style that this one kind of forces into might be a little bit boring to watch, I don't know. But you know, it is kind of the process of solving these kinds of puzzles. And why don't we seal off this one? Because I think that might be easier to get these two. So let's get that first. This may turn out to have been a mistake. Okay, we're good. Kind of. So let's see, what was the plan? So the plan was we want to cut down through here. But that'll probably be hard to squeeze in with a lot of golems running around. So let's get this one down here. So we want a big long line of rock piles starting here. There we go. Just like that. Just like that. And so the idea was dude. I think we can do that. Whoops. Question is, do we have enough golems? Do we? Not really. Let's see what happens. We built it, we may as well find out how this goes down. This might actually be legitimately difficult. I think I see where I messed up, though. It's close-ish. Can we, This is where we need to, like, start thinking about how much time each particular rock pile adds. This is where it gets a little complex. It does get a little complex. What if we just kind of... This isn't going to work. What if it did work? Then I'd be famous. No, I wouldn't. It doesn't work because you don't get enough gains for... Okay, so why don't we, go ahead and do what we did before, where we stack these up. No, that's not right. So stack these up. We do it right this time. Except that the roach would have no reason to, I've got another idea. Yeah, okay, I like this idea better. And we can take that last three, instead of doing something over here, we can extend this wall. I'm dubious about whether this is long enough, but I think it might be the closest yet. I guess this does turn out to be kind of interesting. It's that close. It's that close. So let me think about how we could improve the design. Let's see. It's very tricky. Very, very tricky. How to do this just right. but I think maybe I can work something out. So let's count how many golems we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm sorry you have to endure so much counting here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So each golem has to give at least a little bit more than one turn's worth. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let's see. One thing is if we could pull this closer, but that would be very, very difficult to position, because how would we get a golem to stand here? Perhaps we can rearrange this pattern so that it does something more meaningful. Because if we... There's only so much gains we can get out of this kind of setup. I do think this is a little bit clever. But it does... You can't kind of keep it tight to the vest. It's not quite as frugal, I guess. And so if we can force it to come in from here, maybe we should concentrate it all on this side. How much can we do here? Kind of lead it around, but then it would be kind of doing this, and it would be going effectively straight. So that's not so good, I think. If we could maybe like indent this inwards a little bit. It's a little frustrating because, you know, it takes a long time to check whether your answer will work. I'm sure that we are spending a lot of time on this particular puzzle. We've certainly spent a lot of time on this particular set of puzzles. Since I'm going to have to do this essentially over from the start, why don't we go ahead and we'll come back to this one, because I don't want to give up on this one. I think I can do it. It's just very time consuming. And I do want to shake it up a little bit. So, what do we got going on here? We're gonna take a huge step down in complexity from pretty much anything else in this particular area, I think, just because it's a fairly complicated setup. Okay, so we gotta kill each of these golems, and that's fairly simple. Nothing to it, really. Like I said, kind of a step down in complexity here. Oh dear. What's going on here? What is going on here? Okay. Okay. What is this? This isn't a thing, it's just a light. What does that mean? Oh, okay. I gotcha. So I'm guessing, Jesus, okay. So we're gonna have to make sure that all of these golems get blown up. Which means killing them on these particular spots. But I can do that. Maybe. This is a slightly inconvenient setup with the arrows and all. we can kind of deposit him elsewhere. Make things a little easier on us. Deposit him elsewhere as well. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll deposit you elsewhere also. Jeez, we're gonna be difficult like that. Okay, hopefully, so I'm not paying too much attention to where I'm putting these guys, but I could end up forcing myself into kind of an impossible situation if I'm careless, because that can happen. No, I'm good. Okay, that might be a little inconvenient, having him right there. This guy here. What kind of... Huh. We ran out of golems faster than I thought we would. For some reason I was thinking that we'd have to fill up all of the lit up spaces, but in fact we don't. Okay, I like that kind of puzzle. Manipulating golems like that, that's fun. Where does this go? Okay, that's weird. Like I mentioned before, tunnels can behave kind of oddly at times. Funny shaped raft. This is turning out to be a fairly long area. I mean, look at all these. I thought this might end kind of quickly, but in fact, there's all these areas kind of branching off now. Who knows how far it could go? So okay, so what's this doing here? So that'll let out the guard. And what do we want to do with the guard? I'm not really sure. Oh boy. Okay, so this will lock us inside. Which means... what does that mean? So we'll get locked inside, the guard is let out, and after a certain timer we'll get locked in. And this... what connects to this door? This... wait, hold on. Oh, this will lock us inside. Okay, so I have to survive here. At that amount of time. So I think the idea... what's the idea? Let's play around with this raft a little bit. This funny shaped raft, which can't really go very many places. It's kind of weird. Why is it a raft? Because it doesn't seem like it can lead us anywhere different. I don't know. So, what is that for? Let's, first of all, let's just see what happens. Because, I mean, after a certain amount of time, we'll be let out, right? Oh, see, then he'll stab us. Because he's kind of he's a jerk like that. What if... what if... kind of, hold on, let me think about this. Did that. Then he kind of gives up because we kind of blocked the path. And that should do it. What's over here? lot of golems. If we this, they all come out. We've got it's kind of like a brick pile where you can make all kinds of things with this big pile of golems sitting here. What kind of, this is multi-use, I think. We got briars. There's a lot going on here. So, okay, so this alternates back and forth. And it's multi-use, which would seem to imply that we want some kind of dealie where we have a bunch of we trick golems into entering. So how many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And how many golems do we have? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not coincidentally, it's the same number. So I think we can kind of see where this is going. And I did that just to save time, although checkpointing does also help me to save time. So this is the way that golems can kind of be manipulated. And I'm not sure what the orthogonal is for, but you know, whatever. He's not getting out of there, so I'm not sure it's all that important. It's a good thing we have these shrubs here, so we can kind of see where we've got kind of a pattern going here. This seems a little too simple. It's a bit time consuming, but overly simple, and I wonder if there's some other trick to it that I'm missing. And if there is, it's going to turn out to make things needlessly obnoxious, because I'm gonna have to do this all over again. So hopefully I've got this more or less down pat. If the roach gets led down here, then we don't get to press this button, which will let us stab this, which will let this, it'll do that thing, yeah. I think the golems have to be packed in tightly here, because this is gonna close this off over time, so there's only a limited amount of time that the briar will have to spread. But once we do want to get the golems all in, and I don't think we have to get them in any special way. So this should do fine, I think. Oh, whoops. Okay, so this is slightly tricky because we need to make sure that the roach goes down when the button is pressed. But that's doable. This is where complications crop in. And this is why I should just checkpoint after every golem steps inside. So we got 1, 2, we passed 4 doors and we've dropped in 4 golems, so we're on track. Gotta love the ambient music of this game. It's very well done. I know that the composer is named in the credits, but I do not remember his name. I'm not good about that kind of thing, sadly. And so in order to get this right, where the roach is standing in the right position when the button is pressed, we need to do a little bit of finagling. And I think what we want to do here is maybe do something like that. And yeah, easy peasy. And I think we're gonna have to do that again. hold on. This is kind of a slow going sort of level. I should only get one golem at a time because I'll make mistakes if I try to juggle more than one. Whoops. Okay, no, that's wrong. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm still worried that this is going to introduce some kind of weird complication, which I'm sure that it very easily could, because these are the kinds of levels that do. The main thing is now for the duration, well, until we press the next button, the next 2 buttons, we can't go below this point here, because otherwise it'll get stuck on the hot tile and die, and we don't want the roach to die, because we need to press the button. We need to press the button, to press the button, to press the button, to press the button. This is how drawed puzzles can get rather abstract. Hold on. Definitely remember to checkpoint, because we are kind of getting up there. Whoops. It's a good way to require a checkpoint is accidentally kill the target you're supposed to be manipulating. That can happen, and it is terribly embarrassing. And now we kind of gotta coax this guy out. And maybe kind of, there we go. No sweat. And let's do it. Now we need to do the opposite, where we need to make sure that the roach is on this side when we lure it in. So I think this is our last guy. So if we can kind of get him to do this, and I think if I can get him to go like that, and then we want to kill the roach. Squeeze all the golems in. Come on. Everyone getting close so you can die properly. Oops. No more of that roach sound. And there we go. Perfectly done. So there weren't any other nasty tricks that the game had up its sleeve. Whew. That was quite an ordeal. And I think... Geez, there's a lot of these. Oh, there's another one, hidden behind the wall. We'll get that one too in due time. Okay, so let's think. This is another one that's kind of got a lot of stuff going on. So, I need some kind of better way of organizing my thoughts when I'm looking at a complicated puzzle, because sometimes when I'm seeing this, my eyes just kind of glaze over and it's hard to process what all is going on here. So if we press this, that toggles that. That lowers that. That kind of does a thing where it does a thing. How do we get to the omplix? Omtlich. Is it omtlick or omtlich? I think it's omtlick. Ugh, I can never remember. I had this down. I had it down, and now I forgot. Is it Omtlich or Omtlick? I think it's Omtlich. Whatever. It's not that important. Okay, so there are hot tiles. So in order to lure it onto the hot tile, we need to kind of do a thing, and we need to rotate these arrows. So this will rotate this one. I don't think that's enough for it to get on. Once it's standing here. Ah, jeez. So at some point, I'm gonna need to. Let's just go ahead and see what happens if we just go ahead and press this. Not much. Not much happens. But there's this token here. What if we press it and then go? What happens? What, in fact, does happen? Okay. So if this one were to be lured to stay here, and this one were to be lured to go up, but how do we do that when we're stuck down here in the corner? I don't know. We gotta do something with the golems. Can the golems influence the movement of the Omplix? Because there's no way to move them over there, because they're on their own little islands. But what golems can do is block the gaze. Well, hold on. Because I can step out, right? I can only step out when I've done this. Okay, I think I kind of get what's going on here. Because we need to lure the Omplix into... Okay, I got the idea now, I think. This is the disadvantage is, you know, the more complicated you make your puzzle, kind of the longer it takes for the player to get to that point where they're kind of like, okay, I get what's going on here. And, you know, ideally, you know, the perfectly designed puzzle, the player will look at, just take one look at it and say, ah, I see what I need to do. Now let me think, how do I want to do that? And of course you can't do that. There is no such perfect puzzle. But the closer you can get, the better. And I think that these are all marked out. The trapdoors are where I will be standing when the Omplix I kind of accidentally attempted to do both at once there. When the beams cross. So if we can kill one there, this is if I'm kind of understanding the puzzle right, this is kind of a case where you kind of have a relatively simple premise, but the kind of the machinery to get that premise working, it ends up being surprisingly complicated, and I think that may be kind of a difference between player-made holds and professionally designed holds, is this fact that when you have the the professional design, you can kind of make ones where you can engineer less complex situations in order to get the desired puzzle out of it. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can't. I guess it is unfortunate that you can kind of tell that this is a player designed hold in that sense. So it's not perfect, but it's still all right. There aren't that many of these puzzles where I just kind of have to stare blankly at it for okay. We gotta do this. We gotta do this again. Alright, so as far as I can tell, just looking at it, I think the only difference here is we only have 2 golems to work with. 2 golems to work with, so we gotta do something kinda clever with them. I'm need to find a way to cross without that other golem to help us out. Now, how can we do that? I think, because this will come down from here. Let me run this. So the beams will cross from here. Are there any of these where you don't actually need the golem? Or is there a situation where you can engineer the golem's position to cross two different beams? And I'm not sure that you can. Let's this one. So what's the trick here? What's the trick? And I guess this is the advantage of having these kind of second copy holds or copy rooms that are the same but something small has changed, is that then you've already kind of done the work and you can look at it immediately and see what the challenge is, because you know, I now have this, you know, I have this puzzle in my mental library. So what have we got going on here? So there's got to be some way. And one thought I have is if you could somehow cause the Omplix beams to become misaligned from where they're supposed to be pointing. So what would happen if I went through here? This might be the trick. I'm not sure if this is the trick. Went through here. I should checkpoint. And then did that. That immediately kills one of them, so that actually might be the answer. Does that work? Does it work? Whoops. Because now I can cross, and that one dies. But you can see that this guy's kind of stood still. So it might be possible that we can't kill him now, which would be the trick to it. But we might be onto something. But I'm not sure. Let me think. I don't know. There's gotta be some way to make do with just the one. Or just the two. Can't do anything about the Omplix, you know, their range of movement. We can't place a golem in their way. Obviously, that would be nice, but no. And the golems don't have any influence on the Omplix AI, of course, so that's not an option. And we can't, as far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like there's any way to kind of get it so that it crosses over two beams. I don't think so. No. And it seems a little bit too obvious, doesn't it? Because we have to block this line here, this line here, or this line or this line, and then this line, and then this line can't be blocked. So this is as close as we can get, because it's both coming from the same guy, so we can see that it comes close. It might be possible to engineer the facing of the Omplic to make it easier on us. So why don't? That might be, because that's a common way to manipulate Omplix, is that if you're in one of the 8 sections, you know, the 45-degree slices, if you change which slice you are in relation to the Omplic, it'll turn, and you can use that to make it kind of stand still. Hey, wait a second, hold on. Because this guy hasn't taken a step yet. Okay, I think I got this. I think I got this. So which one does this one influence? It's that one, so what I'm gonna do here is checkpoint, which I should have done that from the start, but whatever. And I think what I'm gonna do is see what happens if I just do the 1. Out. Right, I did that wrong. Whoops. That's a trick. Is you shouldn't assume. You shouldn't assume anything. You shouldn't assume things. Stop that. Stop assuming things. I command you. So we can see that this guy, he's kind of. Then he can still turn that way. But the one he can't do is this one. So if we go back, I think I got this now. If we go back and we block off like that, yes. See, this is where you gotta pay close attention to what all of the elements are doing. When it moves like that, it's something you gotta pay attention to. You can't just ignore it. It's all about manipulating the position of what's around you. You can see that we got that. Now we can turn, smoke those Omplics. Perfect. And where are we going next? So there's one more here, and one more here, and I don't know, the tunnels can get kind of complicated and confusing, but I think that's all of them. Hold on. No, this one's also unsolved. I just didn't even notice because there's so much green. One of the things is it can be hard to tell at a glance when something is solved or unsolved. If it uses a lot of special floor tiles, as you can see, they kind of override the color. You can see this tiny patch of regular floor is red, which makes the room unsolved. Okay, so all these fuses go to a bomb, and the bomb, okay, so we can't step on any of these. Which means we have to travel here. Okay, we have to lure the golems in there, then drop it. So the fuses are just to make sure I don't step on it. I feel like the tunnels could probably be used to break this puzzle a little bit. I'm not entirely sure if they thought about that. Should I exploit that flaw? Is it the right thing to do? I don't know. But I think we'll do it anyway. I'm really not sure that if that was what they intended. I don't think so. This may turn out to have rather limited application. So let's see if we can get it to kind of travel. So maybe if we can kind of manipulate things. I think I'm just going in circles now. I don't know, maybe we'll try and do it legit, or at least partially legit. It's gonna get out. Ooh, okay. Let's think about this. If we do a thing, and that causes things to happen, then everybody will be happy. QED. I don't know. I think, though, that we are getting a little bit... I took a risk and then I lost a bunch of progress. If we do a thing... that does another thing, which causes things to do things. This golem isn't very well behaved. Okay. It's the golems on the left side that are causing trouble. So maybe I should try and kill them with the teleporters, or the tunnels, I guess. And then, yeah, there we go. Okay. And that might cause more happiness. Getting there. We're getting there. I may go ahead and also kill this guy, because he is giving me one of those headaches. you go. Did we get it? I think that we did. This is kind of an odd detour. Doesn't seem to block my way at all. Oh well. That's not the way we want to go. Something weird is going on over here. I think this might be some kind of other secret. Just kind of skips through and yeah, does that. Okay, what are we looking at here? Golems and hot tiles. I think we can manipulate these guys fairly easily. Like that. Now what? Now I guess. Okay, I see the trick here. The trick is I have to drop all of these. You be very tricky to me. Yes. I can do this. Ah. I can. I really can. I'm not lying. This is a bit trickier than it initially appeared. And this guy here is gonna get stuck. Stuck. Okay, so we gotta go and do the thing. Do. We gotta do this thing. This thing. I think I messed up. So I'm generally on the right track. But it's tricky. There we go. Okay, so we got the first part done. So what this essentially amounts to is we can't step down from here and then back up. Eh, not quite. So let's see here. Let's do a bit of fancy footwork. There we go. Okay, we got this. Perfect. Excellent. Alright. Let's get this one, and I think that might be the last required room. And yeah, that keeps throwing me off. I told you I'd get lost. And I think I'll see about getting that last thing up in the corner. Hold on. Let's see here. So this lets a bunch of things out. So what happens if we do that? Okay, well that's doable. Now what do we have to do? So we need to get this guy out somehow. If we let him out here, then we would die. We would die. So we can't do that. So what do we have to do about this then? This will do a thing. This is a weird kind of setup here. This doesn't actually appear to do anything. Oh no, there. Not sure how I missed that. Okay. So what are we doing? What is this? And what's with all the trapdoors? I think we have to do something with the golem. I think. What's the deal? What is the deal? Because this toggles these doors and these are on the way out, so we have to have something that'll kind of hold it open for us. So can we get the golem to do that? I know we're gonna have to do something kind of messy with the roaches, because that's just the way of things, in a sense. Why don't we drop all of these trapdoors and just see what happens? Because that'll block the roaches in some way or another. What does that accomplish exactly? And what is this track here? Am I supposed to be following this track? What is up with this room? Is there some way that we could maybe escape down to this area here? Maybe? I really don't know, because at the end we're gonna kind of be stuck here, where if we let this guy out, he's just gonna kill us. So what is the trick? What trick is it? I don't know. I'm a little stuck on this one, because I'm not quite sure what the trick is. Well, hold on a second. Let me think. We can kind of manipulate this guy. We can kind of checkpoint. See what we can do with him. Can we kind of do something where we hold on a second. So we can do that. I kind of want to okay. So let's see here. I don't know. I'm slightly at a... I still don't really know what I'm doing here. Obviously, I need this guy to help me get in somehow. I still don't know what all the roaches are for. That's kind of a weird thing. But the big thing is I still don't know. Well, no, I'm not thinking, because this guy won't go down here, so I can do that. So That's doable, so never mind about that. But I need to get this guy in here. I need to get him to help me. Gotta do it without destroying this thing. Is that the way to do it? I think we probably need to do it in the middle of the roach fight somehow, but I don't know how to go about doing that. Because that does seem kind of like the way to go about it. Maybe I should pay attention to this track after all, I don't know. Let's think now. If we can kind of manipulate What number? Number 7. Now we have another problem of a roach going to kill us. Hold on a second. What the? I had my keys off. Let me think. So I need to do something where I'm kind of... I think I might be on kind of the right track here. Let me think. This is getting a little bit frustrating here. Obviously that would be the wrong move. got it. No. What? Hold on a second here. Then it's gonna... How do I get out? Then... What's the trick? Because it has to be down until I get here, which would presumably place the golem either here or here. But to do that... Hold on. I've been saying that a lot. This is kind of... it's frustrating me a little bit. Definitely getting in that particular sort of range where it's getting bothersome. If I can have my sword pointed in the right direction. I think I had it. I think I had it, and I didn't understand what I should have done. Is the problem. If I do this, there we go. Okay. Jeez. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes you just can't catch a break. What? No exit level. Oh, there's one more. I forgot about that one. There you go. We've been in here for a long time. I've kind of lost track. How long has it been? 2 days? A week? Probably not that long. I think this probably has been the longest yet. Tar mother. Okay. I should note that while tar itself is not considered hazardous, tar mothers certainly are. They're not fun times. Sorry. This tar mother isn't producing any babies, and I'm not sure why. It probably has something to do with the ortho tiles. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, so what are we doing here? Okay, so that does that, and what's this connected to? Okay, so I guess kind of run the clock. Okay, gotcha. I think I got what's going on here. Maybe we need to block these buttons from getting pressed down by the tar as it's kind of coming in. I think I did that wrong. Do this, and then this, and then we kind of... Ah, okay, that one's enclosed. Now, how do we block off? Remember that the tar can go diagonally, in which case it'll create a baby on on the button, and that's no good. Bam, okay. Gotcha. So we got 4 each. At least I'm pretty sure that won't work. I guess it's worth a try, but I don't think it works that way. But you know, this is about advanced concepts, so I may be proven wrong. But I don't think this will do it. I don't know. It never hurts to try. I guess it hurts in that you have to watch me spend a lot of time on an incorrect strategy, so maybe it hurts a little bit. I don't know. But there's got to be some combination, of course, that does it, because we can't cover all 8 directions. This will shut us in, so we can't let any of these be pressed. That, and then get that, and we'll see if that works. Will it work? I don't know. And no, it pretty definitively doesn't work. So what's the trick? So it's gonna be kind of spreading outwards, and we need it to touch this button. And this, okay, so we need to touch this button. It doesn't necessarily need to touch this button, never, but it does need to do it before, well before, or well after this one is pressed. Did I use too many for this one? Because it has to be completely enclosed, right? Or does it? I think. Hold on a second. I think this might have some kind of an unintuitive solution. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see if my idea has any merit. It might. Because my thought is even when the babies are created, you can't spread the tar any further than that if it's blocked. So if we maybe do something like this. I don't know. I don't think this will work, but we'll see. This time I'll point my sword this way. Wait, now I can go. So. Oops. Oh, wait a second. Then it shuts the door on me. I've almost got it. We're getting there. I've got a different idea, because this one needs to be more protected. Since they'll be attracted downwards, so it's like there's like a force of gravity pulling the babies in in this direction downwards. I don't know. Maybe that's needlessly complicated of an explanation, but we do need to find a way to make sure that they don't pile up here. I think I'm close. I'm close to having this right. Hold on. I think this is right, but I need to... except for that. So I guess the babies can't be let down here. Well, no, hold on. I can take care of them myself, can I? No. No, that's not gonna work. What happens if instead we do something kind of like this, where we make kind of an overhang? Will that help any? I'm just gonna do this once right now. Oops. So that I can see if it works on this side. Doesn't work. What's the trick then? I don't get it. Hold on. Hold on. I think... What happens if we do this? I need to drop the trapdoor still. Which one does this one shut? I think that might work. I'm not sure. Let's see. Keep doing that. New checkpoint. I think that works. So now we have 5 each to work with, so let's see, 1, 2, 4, 5. Then what's spreads here. No, that's not the right pattern. So if we do something like 2, 3, 4. I think this one still does need more protection. So if we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna try an asymmetrical pattern here. What if we boxed off this area entirely? We went to full expense and just spent 7 golems, just creating a big old box around it. It's like nothing's getting in here. That's slightly inconvenient. I don't want to fall too silent here, but this is kind of tricky, and after a certain point there's not a whole lot to say about it. I mean, you know more or less what I'm trying to do here, I think. Can I lead one down here? I think I can. I think I should hold on. You know, it seems kind of obvious in retrospect that I should have just got these guys first. Can we, let's drop this trapdoor. Whoops. That's wrong. Ooh, man. There's a lot of architectural style puzzles where you're building stuff. Oh no, I forgot one. This guy here. Close enough. I should try to make an arrangement such that I won't actually shut myself in. Though I think I might have kind of spoiled things a little bit. Hold on. Let's see. We can do this. Can we even construct a box like this? I'm not sure it can be done without accidentally shutting myself in, or I don't know. Kind of. Okay, let me think about this. I think I can do it, but I need to leave this top hole open, I think. That might be the answer. Although, I don't know. I have no idea if this structure is at all what I'm supposed to be making. Just no idea at all, so... First, for one way or another, I could be completely off base here, although I should be... How do I keep forgetting to get these guys? It's because I keep forgetting to checkpoint after the second one. Boopity boop boop boop. And did that. And checkpoint. And we get the last guy. There. That button will not be pressed. Not by nothing. Now we get this button over here, and since this button is away from where the babies will be piling up, we can be a little bit more Spartan with our protection. And let's see if that works. I have a weird feeling that it won't work either. That's no good. Hold on. I know what we gotta do. First of all, we don't need that. Okay. We actually don't need an entire one of these. So we can have some savings here. And be able to afford a little more protection. Yes. Other one. I think that should do it. So we gotta do it like this. And then we can have 4 again on this one. And I think maybe, just maybe, that'll be enough. If I arrange it correctly. So how best to do this? I think we want that one here. And I think we might end up wanting... I think we still want that pattern and then some kind of setup like that. I think I had that before. No, that won't work, because we'll have the same problem before when... Maybe we should just try the 4 corners again. This is really complicated, isn't it? I keep messing up. Building houses is hard when your bricks are always trying to kill you. I really should just checkpoint between every one. Like I'm not doing. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Wait, what happened? Oh, of course. Ah, okay. Wait, I forgot. Checkpoint after every one. Jesus, okay. Obvious mistakes aside. We need to make sure these don't build up for that very reason. we could probably take this one off. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. We can put him back. This is pretty time consuming, isn't it? But at the end of it all, we should have the desired result. Although, you know, after a bit of trial and error. I think I know what, I think I've got it now. Hold on, I should make sure I've checked, double check. I really didn't think this level would take so long. But, you know, I guess that's how it goes. So let's see about this. Let's see about it. Hold on. I think maybe we've got this. Now we've got to hack our way through and get all of the babies that have been generated in the process. Being careful because it's really easy sometimes to stab in the wrong direction that causes babies to be generated in an unwinnable position. Woo! Okay, that was quite the ordeal. Oh no! Oh no! Come on! I'm not let out yet. Oh, I see. There's one up there. All right. Well, let's just hope this one doesn't take quite as long as the last two puzzles did. Jeez, this one's really putting me through the ringer, isn't it? Let's see. How do we get up there? Okay, hold on. I should double check. Does this lead to another place? No, I don't think it does. Hold on. I can check this the fast way. This goes to somewhere else. Okay. Jeez. Alright. One more, hopefully. I think this might be our final puzzle. This has been quite the rigorous challenge in rock golem geometry. So it's looking like we're going to have to use these 4 golems to press down this button, which presses down this button. And then we need to press down these 2 buttons at the same time. Which is looking like... Okay, so this is kind of a two-phase puzzle. First we have to lead the golems about, which I think I can handle that. And the second phase is going to be all about guiding the serpent around, the adder, I mean. Guiding the adder all over to eat all of the rock piles, which will get it large enough to hold down that button. I think this might actually be fairly simple, although adder manipulation, serpent manipulation in general, is a bit of a chore. But I think we can do that, and we have to be extra careful not to accidentally cut this thing, because then it won't be long enough to press the button for us. Come on, behave. Don't do this to me. I don't even bother trying to like rigorously predict serpent movement most of the time, just because it's such a labyrinthine process. No. Okay, come on. You can do this. Okay, good. It's a little bit superstitious because serpent movement is so unpredictable. You just kind of have to, cross your fingers and hope that the serpent gods will that it moves in the direction you want. And of course, it's not as complicated as that. It's not in any way random, is the thing, because nothing in Drawd is random. But it is one of those things that without a lot of extra work, you just can't predict it from turn to turn. And I guess as a a high-level Drawd player, I should probably just go ahead and memorize, the rule. I don't know. I guess that's why it's worth playing these kinds of advanced concept stuff. Come on. As for that one optional room, I don't know about you, but I think I might be ready to pass on one more round of building a gigantic project out of golem stuff. Perfect. Whew, boy, okay. I guess this is a lesson to me that I have to be prepared for this kind of long trek if I don't scout ahead. I do kind of want to peek at this a little bit. I want to know if I can engineer a solution that will work with my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 to 36 golems. And it needs to be 46, so, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let me think about this. Let me ponder on it a little bit. I don't know. I might play with it a little bit off camera, but I think I am kind of growing a little bit weary of this particular level, and I didn't expect it to go quite this long. So I think we've done pretty well in this recording, and if you are really excited to see that particular level solved, I might do an additional video on it. Rock Golem smashed, check. Ingenious rock golem puzzles smashed, check. Well, most of them anyway. And there you go. And that was rock golems. I think we have seen enough rock golems to last us a lifetime. So next time, we'll be starting up on something new.